Welcome, race fans. Lucky Dog Sim Racing Season 3, Race 1, Nashville. MaxspeedTV's Bobby with all the hobbies. I hear it every day from my wife. That's what I go by. This is going to be a pretty fun race right here. These guys have been out here practicing together, starting out a new season, Season 3. And it's going to be new with me as well. Now look, they're in Nashville. This little track's nasty, man, because it eats your tires away in about 3 or 4 laps, they tell me. So you guys stick around, grab something to eat, grab a little something to bite, something to drink, whatever you got to do. Get your butts back here and watch these guys, because we're getting ready to kick off the season, MaxspeedTV style. We'll be right back right after the national anthem.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallant
Welcome back, everybody. We're getting ready to finish up the qualifying right here. We'll get down to the grid and let you know what's happening before the beginning of this race. This is going to be a hot one right here. First one, Season 3, Nashville. Now, this is a new track for me even. I just downloaded the thing. So I guess we're going to learn this together. What do you think, huh? As the guys are getting ready to come to the grid, and they will. Here they are. I will find them. Now let's see if I can go through these new names and not screw anything up, because let's face it, I am good at it. Row number 1 to 78. And this last name I would give anything to have in school. I'd be the coolest guy around. School, college, whatever. And I'm talking about Mr. Gary, I call him Slapinski. Along beside him to 429, Mr. Paul Witt. Number 44, Jacob Edson, and the 12 beside him, Damon Cox. Row number 3, the 50 of Todd Willis, and the 777 himself, the league owner, Mr. Michael Pegg. Row number 4 to 33, Gary Regland, and the 57 beside him, they just call him B.K. Sergeant Pierce. Row number 5 to 13, I can't screw this name up. It's the one and only, the Gas Man. Hopefully things is okay. The last race we did, he had to boogie out kind of early. A little too much gas, if you know what I mean. Let's see if he's got enough to finish this race tonight. Come out on top. You never know. And beside him, the number 20. That will be the one and only Dave Acacia. I'm pretty sure that's the last name. If not, they'll let me know it. Row 6, number 3, Sean Roy III. And the 10 of Kendall Kraft. Row 7, last but certainly not least, Mr. Chris Hogg. They should be pulling away, and they are. There we go. Now, like I said, they're going to get 2 fast repairs all night tonight. That's all they're going to get, buddy. But I'm talking 2. You can sell these things and make a fortune. Tires are going to fall off, actually, in about 3 or 4 laps, they said. So that's going to be interesting as well. Up front, Paul Witt, the 429 is going to be up top. Gary Slapinski in the 78 machine down on the bottom. Every time I watch this guy, he's fast. We'll see what happens here tonight. And here we go, Season 3, race number 1, Nashville, MaxspeedTV, Bobby with all the hobbies coming at you right here. Let's do this. It's Green Flag Racing in Nashville. Not messing around, 3 cars. Slightly wanting to pull away a little bit. Mr. Witt right there, and of course, Jacob Edson. And here comes down on the bottom. Todd Willis is going to hit it hard on the bottom. Side by side right now, doing a great job. Here comes the 33, Gary Regland. Dave Acacia, the DeWalt machine. Working his way up, currently in 8th position. All the way up front, though. Slapinski showing him the way around. Ooh, a little bit of pressure. Looks like Paul Witt. We can see him riding from the top right here. Yeah, he's getting loose, and we got a picture of him getting loose. He's trying to hang on to it going into the grass. I can guarantee you his butt has been puckered. And that's going to stick him all the way back into the 10th spot. He did a great job hanging on to that thing. If it wasn't for the grass, I think he would have went sideways on us. That's got to put Jacob right here in second place. Take a look at him alone. Now we got ourselves a caution that just came out. Maybe he wasn't able to get off the track good enough. I don't know. Let's take a look and see if I can actually find that one. We'll run her back here and see if we can see exactly if I can get this caution. It happened so quick on me. And there it is, right in front of us. The number 2. We'll back him up and watch him again as he's going to come off and probably smack the wall, it looks like. Right along with him on the inboard. He gets loose. Right up into the wall he goes. And that's going to leave a mark for sure as he locks it up into the grass. Now, hopefully he didn't hit hard enough to where he blew his motor, and he did not. As you can see, he is moving. So that's going to get him back on the track and into the pits, hopefully. Now, it's only been 6 laps into this race. And we have yet... Will they come out, make their first caution right here? Will they come in for their pits right now? Top things off. Like I said, the tires go away after 4 laps, these guys were telling me. And it's a little bit of a handful right there. You've seen Paul Witt go around. And, of course, you've seen Chris Hogg. He decided to smack the wall a little bit. I don't think he liked the paint job on that right side, huh? What do you think? Your top 5 right now. Slapinski, Edson, Willis, Pegg, Cox. No takers. Got herself a little blinker there. Hopefully that'll be taken care of when you go back green flag racing. Now this is something new. Bobby's new to Lucky Dog Racing. Got the privilege to be able to broadcast tonight, and of course starting Friday night's going to be their Super Speedway League series. And boy, is that going to be a blast. Now what I like to do is I have a little thing that I like to call the Dude Wipes Award. And there it is. And I'll give out a Dude Wipes Award for the guy that has the most craziest incident or crash in a race. We'll put his name in a hat, and at the end of the season we'll draw a name, and he's going to get some MaxspeedTV goodies. Lap 7, we got 1 caution. They're going to line it up, do it again. Gary's going to be down on the bottom. Jacob, he'll be up top in the 44 machine. And right there, lurking, Michael Pegg in the 777. The Stevie Wonder's favorite car, by the way, in case you didn't know that. Damon Cox right down there on the bottom. In the Folgers. Gee, that's an old one. Gee, I wonder who drove that Folgers car back in the 80s. He was actually from, well, close to my hometown in Ohio. I wonder if anybody knows who that might have been. Back green flag racing, here we go. Wow, take a look. Hudson's giving a little bit of pressure to Gary there, and along with Michael Pegg. And, of course, we got that little blinking thing going on by Todd Willis. He better lean over and feed that squirrel a few more nuts. These guys up front, though, really tight and close together. Thanks, Kevin. I appreciate that. Everybody, welcome out in YouTube land. You got a driver you like? You want me to give a shout out to him? You tell me who it is, and I'll shout it out. I'll say anything you want me to say. I don't live by any of them. You can see that line that they're running. They're all staying right together, running that exact same line. They're getting some rubber down on that track, and that's where they feel they can get their best traction at. Believe it or not, iRacing's done a heck of a good job being able to throw rubber down on a track. I'm really liking the front end of his car. And the back end. If I didn't know any better, I'd swear this guy's got himself a Camaro. Because I got a 2010 sitting in the garage. It's red with the white stripes. And I really like this white stripe deal he's got going. And he's currently running in 7th. Gary's still showing these boys the way around this track. He's certainly not running off and leaving anybody. But he's definitely leading the show here. Brandy Richards said the West Wing is watching. Sean Roy. Now, we talking West Wing of a hospital? If so, I hope you get well soon. And he's talking about this cat right here. The 03 machine, currently in 11th spot. And being pressured just a little bit by Kendall Kraft. A guy who's been real quiet all night tonight, trying to make a little move right here is the 429. Paul Witt. He started second. He's drifted all the way back to the 8th spot. Nice little battle right here going on for the 6th spot. On the inside, going for the move. And he did make the move. That's Gary Reglin. And he's got to move her up into the 7th, right where he started. Paul Witt trying to do something on the bottom as well. And he'll put Damon Cox down 1. Back up front. He gets a kick out of it when I call him Slapinski. I'm telling you, that's a name that would scare me to death if I was in school. Gary would come in and I'd just give him my lunch right on the spot. There you go, buddy. An awesome driver. Really impressed with Jacob and Michael both. They're all hanging right together along with Dave Acacia. God, I hope I got that name right. But you can see right there, Michael's going to jump down on the inside, and he's going to take a spot away from him. Going to put Dave back into the 4th spot. Now he's got his sights set on Jacob up here. A nice little breakaway going on. The last one is going to be Todd Willis. So that's going to be 5 cats up here. And then you're going to have right around almost a second. And Paul Witt's going to bring the other one up. 15 people watching. 6 hit the like button. Appreciate you guys hitting the like button for these guys. Believe me, I have absolutely nothing to do with it. It's all the performance of these guys. All I do is film it and send it your way. And listen to my big mouth. Let's take a lap around. We'll get rid of the ticker. We're going to ride along with Michael Pegg here. Listen to the footwork that he does with that accelerator. I remember Ray Evernham told Jeff Gordon when he first started out, he says, some of these tracks you got to pretend you've got an egg between the accelerator and the floorboard. And that's how gentle you got to be on these things, especially on a concrete track, because it will send you flying in a hurry. 20-lap old tires is what they've been on so far here. Gary leading the whole way right here. Your race summary, not a bad one. Only one caution so far. 0 lead changes. Gary's been showing his muscle quite early here. Kevin, I don't think Cody's here tonight. He might be over in another league running. I think you'll catch him here on Friday nights with us. Go ahead and do a little rundown. You want to? As we know, no changes up front yet. Gary Slapinski. Jacob Edson, he's going to be second so far. Michael Pegg's going to bring up the third spot. A little bit of a real estate here, a little distance in between third and fourth. And of course we have Dave Acacia. He'll be fourth. Todd Willis is coming in fifth. Paul Witt sixth. After almost spinning the thing around and losing it, but he gathered it up, hung on to it. Gary Reglin's going to be seventh. Mr. Damon Cox is currently in the eighth position. Mr. Chris Hogue. Now, Chris was the one that brought out our first caution there. He decided not to like the paint job on the right side of that car, and well, he took it off. He's back up and running again. Sean Roy currently in the 10th spot right here. And of course, BK Pierce in the 57 machine is 11th. As he comes off and touches the wall ever so slightly right there. And that's going to let the 10 of Kendall Kraft drive right by him. Now, did he do damage? Doesn't look like he's got any damage going on right there. Let's take a look at it from the back. Yeah, you can see a little bit of damage. He's done some scraping with somebody. It's obvious. You can see it right in here. Lap 25 out of 100 in the books. The question is, they got 100% fuel in these bad boys, so fuel's not that big of an issue right now. They'll be coming in eventually here, but the problem is these tires, they start falling off so fast. And a guy who sets precedence, believe it or not, you get a couple cats coming into pits after having 26 laps on tires. Well, you can't beat the guy on the tires he's got. You're certainly not going to be able to catch him on fresh tires. So he'll set the precedence if he happens to come in first. You'll see a boatload of them follow. Pulling out just a little bit of a head, about 4 or 5 car lengths. As you can see right there, Peg's going to drop it down to the bottom and drop it down hard. He's going ahead and get around Jacob Edson. He's going to be sticking back in third. So these cats right here, Slapinski, Peg, and Edson, a little bit of a real estate, a little ways back. They're starting to spread out a little bit now. So there's Mr. Paul Witt. So as far as the battling going on, everybody is pretty much single file through here. As the time and the lap times are falling off just a tad because of these tires being wore out. Chris Hoag's currently in the 7th. He started 13th, so he's working his way on up to the east side. Or that'd be south side, I guess. Tennessee. But everybody stay in single file. Peg's got his sights on him. But whether or not the regulator himself's going to be able to run him down, I don't know. But man, I'm going to tell you what, that is one fascinating paint job. It shines like new money. Edson, he's trying his darndest to catch back up with him. He's not a happy camper. He took the spot away from him, I can tell you that. You got to try to get it back. Like I said, this is season 3, race number 1, Nashville. Any track you see concrete, it will eat your tires up. Now, some of these guys have gone, well, some's gone 26 laps, and most of them went 32 laps so far on these tires. Watch these guys come up real close to this wall when they come off the turns usually. Some of them will run that high line. When the tires wear down, the cars get closer and closer to that wall. Definitely a nice breakaway though. This is one of those races where it's almost like watching paint dry because everybody's spread out so far and wide. But don't let it fool you. It's not going to get boring here too much longer, I promise you that, because they're going to have to start coming in doing some green flag pit stops. And these tires are really starting to wear down. Now, there's a couple cats in here that it's the first time they've even been on this track. Talking about winging it. Sean back here all by himself in the 10th spot. Take a look at that back end. Everything looks clean on him. Another good looking paint job. As you can see, not a single soul has been into the pits yet. The question is when will they come in? How long are they going to run on these tires? And it looks like Mr. Kendall Kraft is going to go down a lap to Gary. So he'll be the first cat to get a lucky dog here. And that's just going to put another vehicle between him and the number 2 of Michael Pegg. I don't think he's too worried about it. Not even halfway yet. Now, if and when they do come into the pits, we'll jump in the in-car and we'll take a little ride here. Give you a front row seat of what it's like to bring these puppies down to pit road speed, which is kind of like a herd of turtles. The banking in this track, it's not that big of a deal, and a whole lot of banking going on here. Everybody hanging right down to the bottom. And they drift right back to the top. Oh wow, we might have ourselves a little bit of a battle going on right here, maybe. Wasn't much of a battle. Jacob went right by the lap car, so. But he's still currently in third. Mr. Paul Witt all by himself out here with all of his friends hanging out in the fourth spot. Todd Wills is currently in fifth. Dave, my buddy's Dave. There's no doubt about it. Acacia. I'm going to beat that in my head and probably screw it up 15 ways to Sunday. Whoa, Chris Hoag's getting a little racy down in the bottom. Yeah, he's going to try to take him right here if he can. So 20 drifts up just a little bit up on that track. He's running a high line, and Chris is running this low line here. He's not going to be able to do it this time. Let's take a ride with him right here. He's got him down here. Let's see if he can hold it. The car does not drift up the track, but wow, Dave gets a great run off that top line. Making it darn near impossible. Gary being a lap hog tonight. He's led all of the laps so far. Michael hanging back in this second spot would love to get up there and take a jab at leading this thing for a little bit. But he's currently going to be in second. Looks like BK is going to end up being a lap down now. So he'll actually be the guy to get the lucky dog here if we happen to have a caution. Kendall Kraft, he's going to be a lap down. Sean Roy, he's 3 laps down. He's had enough. He was in the pits. He's coming back out. He says, I got to get some tires on this thing, guys. It's killing me. And then you'll notice the lap times on this guy is going to be a whole lot faster than everybody else. And he'll drive right around these guys. You are watching The Lucky Dog Gen 6 series right here, starting out Season 3 in Nashville. Bobby with all the hobbies on the one and only MaxspeedTV. If you're not a subscriber, sign up because we're just shy of 9,000 subscribers. When iRacing first came out, our man Rudy, he thought, you know what? I think I'm going to broadcast this stuff. So he put it all together and he started broadcasting and he named it MaxspeedTV. And about, I don't know, 8 or 9 years later, here we are. Peg's had enough. He's coming in. He's coming in now. As he gets to that commitment line, no harm, no foul. Everything looks good. He's got to put some new shoes on that bad boy and fill her up. Be on his way. Now, Gary's still hanging out here on 47 lap tires along with Jacob Edson. Paul Witt, a little bit off the pit sequence. He's only got 41 laps on those tires. Currently in the third spot. Remember I was talking about the 03 of Sean Roy driving around, guys? Watch him as he catches him. He's only running on 4-lap-old tires compared to Mr. Witt. Sporting 42 laps on those tires. Gary's letting it hang out all by himself out here. Just another walk in the park, another Sunday drive for him, it seems like, anyway. I hope everybody's having a good time watching this. I hope you're happy with everything. If you see something on here that you're questioning, feel free to holler at me on YouTube. I always watch it. Try to get you guys out here on the broadcast as well. Brandon, I didn't forget about you, buddy. I see you out here with me. I hope you're doing well. Brandon's the guy that hangs out and he protects and watches the chat. Keeps it all nice and clean and friendly like. Certainly appreciate all he does for us here at Max Speed. And here comes your leader. Slapinski is in. Let's do a pit stop with him. Like I said earlier, he brings it down into what I call a herd of turtle gear. I mean, we're talking slow as molasses in January. Now, I believe in iRacing, you can go through like 3 or 4 pits, and it's not a big deal. He comes in, parks it nice and gentle, gonna jack it up, and gonna get him some fresh tires on that right side as we're filling it up with fuel. Gonna go to the left side to fill it up, and if you notice, he's got the RPMs running, so when they drop the jack, he doesn't stall it. And away he goes. Now he's got to go all the way around here, and he's got to get this commitment cone coming up. He's got to stay low, but see how he's driving the wheels off that thing. Once he gets past that blue cone, baby, he's on his way, and away he goes. The last guy that's not been in the pit yet whatsoever, still out there, 52 lap tires, that's going to be Dave Acacia. I hope it's the right last name. But Dave's going to fall off. I mean, he is going to fall way off, and he realizes it at some point here. He will be coming in to pit road as well. So as of right now, he is currently the leader. Michael Pag way back here. Currently in second place. Now he's a happy camper. He's got fresh rubber on there. Keeping a peek at Acacia right here to see if he is going to come in at any point. And it doesn't look like he is. Not anytime soon, anyway. So right now, Michael Pegg's going to be second. Gary back here is third. Jacob Edson all by himself hanging out here in fourth place. Paul Witt will be fifth. Todd Willis, as he blinked out for just a second, he is currently in the 6th position. And old Darrell Walter, paint scheme it looks like, I believe. Damon Cox right here, he's currently in 7th. Gary Reglan will be 8th. Sean Roy 9th, 10th, Chris Hogue. BK Pierce is 11th, and 12th will be Kendall Kraft. And it looks like Michael Pegg is going to take the lead. Coming back out of the pits now, Dave Acacia. He said, I had enough. I got to get some fresh rubber along with these guys. So the thing we got to worry about now, we're going to have a chase down battle going right here because you've got Michael Pegg out front. And Slapinski's not a happy camper about it. He wants his lead back. You get points for the most laps led. And we're talking championship here is what we're going for. As you can see, he was going to take him on the high line. And he's going to drive right around Mr. Pegg right here. And he does. So that's going to put Michael Pegg back in second. Now, third place is going to be Jacob Edson, and he is a ways back. Like almost 6 seconds back from Michael Pegg. So Michael don't have to worry too much about that. 12 machine. He's actually in 6th position right here. And a lap down. So in case you want to know, and I'm sure inquiring minds would like to know it, if my math is right, I pulled my shoe off, my sock off, and I guess I counted properly, but you've got 5 cats that are on the lead lap. And you got 7 of them are at least 1 lap down or more. Jerry's going to relinquish the lead, take it back. He's loving it. He's got his 4 in the wind. Putting a little bit of real estate between him and Michael Pegg, too. Michael doing a good job running in 2nd place tonight. Started 6th. I call it the Stevie Wonder machine because the thing is so dead gun bright. You know what I really like about it? Right there. The man loves guns. Right there. And who doesn't like guns, huh? If you don't like guns, you're not American. NASCAR, apple pie, God, and guns, huh? Not exactly in that order. Well, Michael's currently going to be hanging out in the 2nd spot. And he's got some lap traffic behind him, but the man that he's looking for is that cat right up there in front of him. Just past the halfway mark a little bit. Michael would love nothing more than to be able to get up there and give him a run for his money. A little battle going on right here. And that's just because of the lap cars. And it looks like Damon Cox is going to get ahead of the 33 of Gary Reglin. So he'll be the first one to get the lucky dog if we happen to see a caution. Chris Hogue, he started 13th, and here he is in 8th, so he's moving up a little bit. Good deal. Randy Richards said, yes, we love guns. Oh, we better love guns. They might be the only thing to protect our butts here in the near future. Casey is going to drive right down on the bottom and going to take that spot away from him. Thank you very kindly, he says. Still, these 2 cats right here are battling it out right now. Now, the 44 back here, he's in 3rd position. Jacob Edson. And, I mean, he is a ways away from that leader, buddy. Just to give you an idea how far he is from 2nd place. We'll get a mark on him right here when he crosses the line. All right, he crosses the line right there. And to be honest with you, he's probably about 12 seconds or 10 seconds, I think, back. He's way back here from Michael Pegg, who's sitting in 2nd spot. And he's chasing this cat right here. You can see Michael just coming into the picture. While we got the chance, before everybody comes in here and decides to head to the pits here in a little while, let's do a little something I like to call, well, you know what time it is, don't you there, Kevin? I know you know what time it is, my brother. It's time to crank this mother up. How about it, huh? Take a look at this. Stretching his feet out ever so gently. He's led 64 laps of this race. Michael Pegg, he led 3 laps in the 20. Dave Acacia has led 3 laps. So you got 3 cats that's actually got to touch the front of the field and have blue skies and sunshine in front of them. Everybody else, no. Really not a whole lot of a battling going on because everybody is pretty much single file and spread all over this place. I know these cats right here, Dave would be the first one to get a lap back if we happen to have a caution. As you can see, Michael just lets him go right on by. No harm, no foul. So Dave will get a lap back and be back on the lead lap if we had a caution flag. And the one he's battling for way back here is Damon Cox. He'd be next in line. Bringing up the back end, Mr. Kendall Croft. He started 12th, he's currently 12th. Let's take another look right here. So he's going to be 3 laps down. Not the night he was hoping for, I don't believe. Michael's still putting a little bit of real estate between him and the second place of Michael Pegg. But now he's going to have to worry about a little bit of lap traffic coming up here. Michael, he's about 4.5 seconds back from the leader. Interesting tidbit note. Gary, Michael, Jacob, Mr. Paul Witt, Sean Roy, and Kendall Kraft have not used the fast repair at all tonight in this race. Coming up on the lap traffic, And BK decides to kindly stay up high there, get out of his way. I'm sure he's not a happy camper going down another lap. And that's another paint scheme I really like too. So Gary puts him down another lap. Mr. Peg still trying to hang on to that 4.5 lead, or should I say 4.5 gap from the leader. He's definitely not going backwards at all, really. Staying right there, running the same lap times. And that's going to make Gary a happy camper. I've not interviewed Gary in a while. Rudy pops in and says gumbo. You're going to have to fill me in on that one, Rudy. Must be a secret here. The West Wing. Are you referring to the soap opera TV show, or are you referring to like the West Wing of a hospital? Because I'm actually lost. 20 laps to go. Gary can already taste the victory taco, or perhaps maybe steak, barbecue here. I don't know. Michael staying right there. About 4.5 seconds back. And Richard Gumbo. I do not see no Richard Gumbo in here, my friend. He is not here tonight. Jacob Edson. He's currently in third. And he deserves an attaboy because he's been in third. He started in third, and it's a good chance he's going to finish in third. So that's a good deal. Mr. Paul Witt. Currently in fourth. Now, Paul, he had the privilege back here at lap, I think, 4 or 5, maybe. He was able to practice the muscles in his butt cheek because he lost it, got it sideways, and it just about came out from underneath him, and he grabbed a hold of it there into the grass before it turned around, and he saved the caution there. So between him, and if I can remember correctly, which I can't, I think it was him and Kendall. I'm not positive, but I could be wrong. But anyway, that's the only two excitements that we had of the night so far, to be honest with you. And your race summary, 16 laps to go, 1 caution, 3 lead changes. I'm gonna tell you, it's a real knee slapper tonight. I'm so excited I can't even talk. So Randy Richard goes by Gumbo. Thanks, Rudy. I'll remember that. By the way, boss, how is things sounding and looking out there tonight? I changed some EQs around. And I get a thumbs up by my boss. I'm a happy camper. You know, you get a little nervous when you broadcast this thing, and the owner of the broadcasting network sets in here on YouTube and kind of messes with you. So if you like what you hear from me broadcasting, hit that thumbs up button. If you like what you see on the track, hit the thumbs up button. If you don't, yell at Rudy out here, because he's the one who taught me how to broadcast. Michael Pegg going nowhere and getting there fast. Staying right here in second. He's dropped about another second from the leader. And he doesn't have a thing to worry about because the third place guy is all the way back here. "12 laps to go. Only one caution of the night." Kerry, I call him Slapinski. It's not his last name, but I like it, and that's what I use. He's been a lap hog of this race. He gave it up just a couple of times to a couple other guys. Michael Pegg for one of them, and the other one, well, I can't remember. Let's see. Oh, yeah, the 20. Acacia. These three cats are the only ones that's been out front leading this race. Gary's quite the lap hog tonight. So as of right now, something treacherous happened, something horrible. Perhaps a steering wheel falls off, water bottle falls in your lap. You know, I don't know. Crazier things have happened. But as of right now, here's your top 5 right up above. Ten to go at the line. Haven't even had a much chance to even interview anybody here. Of course, I would imagine I could probably interview Gary as he's driving around here. The last couple of laps, he could probably shut it off, flip it around, and drive it backwards, I think, and still be okay. All right, Randy, you got a shop full. What do you have a shop full of, my friend? You got a shop full watching us right here, the lucky dogs, huh? Huh? Bobby with all the freaking hobbies on MaxspeedTV. We'll give you a big shout out at them. We can start a drinking game. Every time I say the word cats, y'all can take a drink. As long as your bedroom's not upstairs on the second floor, you'll be all right. Gary's still leading them around here. It's going to be 7 to go at the line. Michael Pegg easily going to have second, along with Jacob Edson third. Paul Witt's going to set pretty in that 4th spot. And 5th, the ways back here, 5th, Todd Willis. So you got 5 cats on the lead lap, and the rest are at least 1 lap down, if not some more. As you can see, Gary's closing in on one. He may not even bother with him. He may just hang back and relax. He knows exactly the interval between him and the second place driver of Mr. Michael Pegg here. Making it look easy right now is Gary. And we got to get some bios that these guys are going to fill out, little biographies about themselves, so that way when I click on them, I can tell you a little bit about them. You know, anything from where they're from, their age, their hobbies. Did they marry their first cousin? You know, any kind of thing like that. We can get some stuff on them. We'll pass it along whenever we click a camera on them. The guy that would really like to see a caution right now would be Ted Willis, because he would get that lap back and be back on the lead lap, and he might be able to gain maybe a spot or so before this is over with, but it's not looking like it's going to happen. Again, nothing is going to change here unless something catastrophic would happen. Gary definitely going to get the points for the most laps led. That is for sure. And remember, this Friday night, keep it in your little notepad, stick it in your phone. I don't care. Write it on a piece of paper, put it on your bedpost. But this Friday night, we're going to start the Xfinity Series of the Lucky Dog Super Speedway. And let me tell you what, it is going to be a blast. Why? Well, two reasons. Number one, Lucky Dog boys, they like to race. And they have fun doing it. Key word, they have fun doing it. Number two, well, I'm going to be there. I'm broadcasting. And I'll be bringing in some special guests, and we'll have us a good old time. I may not know what I'm doing, but I promise you I'm not going to be boring. Unless you ask my wife. But we won't go there. Slapinski coming down to 1 to go here. Got to finish this bad boy up. He can flip it around and drive it backwards if he wanted to. Puts a whooping on the rest of these fellers. Coming to the line here. So nothing's going to change on your top 5. Right up here is where it's going to stay at. As Michael brings it around for the final time, or Gary does, I'm sorry. Michael, no, not quite yet. But he's going to bring it down here for the final time, and we'll watch him. As he takes the checkered flag, he's going to be a happy camper. And right here he is, ladies and gentlemen, your winner tonight, Nashville, Gary Slapinski, I call him. Coming in second, it's going to be Michael Pegg. Jacob Edson, he will be third. Paul Witt will be fourth. Fifth will be Todd Willis. Sixth, Dave Casey. Gary Ragland, seventh. Damon Cox will be eighth. Ninth will be Chris Hogue. Sean Roy, BK Pierce, Kendall Kraft, and the gas man himself, which I don't believe he was even running tonight. I think he was playing admin. Your race winner tonight, Gary Slapinski. The Lucky Dogs, Season 3, race number 1, Nashville. You guys stick around. We'll be right back. We're going to talk to these three guys right after this little important message, huh?
We got big time problems with that motor, buddy. Hey, just between you and me, the idea is to avoid the other cars. Congratulations! You just set the sport back 30 years with that move. That move will put you in the Hall of Shame. You keep doing stuff like that and we're going to lose our sponsor. Looks like that's it for us today. Now I know why you got canned by your old team. It's over. We can't fix that damage.
to tow back to pit lane.
Live right back at you. Nashville, Season 3, race number 1, the Lucky Dogs. We're going to bring up, well, Jacob is not around, but we're going to give him a little bit of a little tidbit right here. He started third, he finished third. Quiet fella, no big deal, no problems, no hassles, no headaches, no foul play, no cautions, did not use any fast repairs. Everything was perfect night for him. He got points. He took third place. Congratulations to him for that. And I will bring in Mr. Excitement right now. Paul, talk to me, buddy. I was on top of your hood when you decided to get loose a little bit and go through the grass. On a butt pucker factor between 1 and 10, where was you sitting at when that puppy let go?
It was a 9. It was a 9. You know, just doing a bonehead move. You know, trying to get off of just a little bit quicker and just gave it a little bit too much gas. And then I just had to play catch up all night long.
Well, it happens. But hey, you got points. I mean, you know, you stayed out of trouble. You made it pretty exciting for me, and it worked out perfect because I happened to be on the hood of your car as you got loose. So that was a lucky draw on my part. Hey, hands off to the broadcasting guy that was running a camera on that one, huh? Right?
Yeah, hats off to him. Hey, he always does a good job anyway. So, I mean, I wouldn't expect anything less out of him.
Yeah, he's an all right kind of guy. I got to be nice to him. All right, buddy, good job. You finished fourth place. You gave us a little bit of excitement tonight. Who do you want to thank before I let you get out of here and enjoy your night?
Well, I got to thank you, and I got to thank Billy over there at FOC for coming on board and sponsoring us. You know, it's a privilege to drive his car around here. You know, all the guys here at Lucky Dog. You know, we put on a good race week after week. You know, keep the cautions down, and you know, gotta thank the good Lord above, and you know, all my family watching. It was fun while it lasted.
Never a dull moment with you. Hey, we'll be looking forward to seeing you here on Friday night. Again, never a dull moment with you around. We'll try to get
Yes,
your ugly little mug on a broadcast, a webcam for Friday night, huh?
Yeah, that sounds good. I'm in for that.
Now shave and look all handsome and stuff, all right?
Okay, I will, just for you.
All right, buddy. Take care and good luck. And, hey, we're going to see you Friday night, buddy.
Yes, sir.
All
Take care,
right.
Bobby. Thanks.
Nice guy, I'll tell you. A lot of fun with him. Now the man, the league owner, and there he sets the 777. You can see him sitting right here. Michael Pegg, what was it like looking at the rear end of that 78 machine about all race? Michael, don't be shy. Talk to me. He might be having some mic trouble. I don't know. I'm not hearing Michael. Gary, are you hearing Michael? You know what? I'm not hearing Gary either. These guys run off and leave me tonight? Gary or Michael, you got a copy. It's Bobby in the booth. Hello. You know what? I'm not hearing either one of these guys, and I don't know why. Let me see. Oh, no. Gary's poked me, and he said he's got no sound. So that's not good on his part. So I'll just go ahead, and I'll do a little tidbit for him.
Okay. Oh, sorry, I'm here.
All right, I got Gary back. We don't have Michael. Michael has no sound, apparently, so I'm just going to go ahead and play Michael tonight, Gary. I got to watch the rear view of your car, the rear end of it, for quite a ways tonight, and I really didn't enjoy it. You let me lead a few laps. You let me lead 3 laps. That was it. And you're kind of a lap hog tonight. But congratulations on Michael. He did finish third on the old 777 machine. He is having microphone problems, but I'm sure he appreciates everybody out here watching, and he's got some big, exciting things coming up for these leagues on the Tuesday night and the Friday night league, so everybody tune into that. That should be a great time. Check out the Facebook page as well. That's the luckydogs.com. Yes. And also want to thank the sponsor, FOC. Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Good
Thank you,
people.
FOC.
Good people there. But anyway, Michael finished second, got him some points. He started sixth. So, well, that's going to be it for my. Oh, yeah. And Michael wants to thank his new broadcaster, too. He thinks he's doing a hell of a job so far. So, appreciate that, Michael. I'll get that in there. Anyway, I'm going to talk to the winner right now. The man with the plan. I don't know what your deal was, but I'm going to tell you what, buddy. You were unbelievable. You led 94 laps of this race. And if Nashville's not one of your favorite tracks, by golly, it ought to be now.
Oh yeah, I have a lot of fun at this racetrack. Even throughout some other series, other cars, I have a blast at this racetrack. I have learned some things with other drivers. With these cars, I absolutely love them. They're beautiful. I think I have a good knack with these cars, with Gen 6 cars. It feels really awesome on this concrete. I absolutely adore it on this racetrack. It's a beautiful racetrack. I love it.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, you better like the racetrack because, man, it has been awful good to you. You ran away with this thing. I think the last couple of laps you could have flipped it around and drove it backwards probably and still won the thing. But a lot of guys, I mean, there was only 3 guys on the lead lap. You passed everything but the taco truck in turn 3.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I'm sure.
Congratulations. Excellent
Thank you.
job. And, well, what can I say? First race, season 3, Nashville. You got bragging rights, man. You got to be able to take this momentum with you next week.
Hopefully. Hopefully I can bring it to the next track and keep up momentum there, and hopefully I can bring home another win or top 5. That's my goal.
Well, hey, congratulations, buddy. Man, you're whooping on them early, right out of the gate. So
I love it. Feels good.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's got to feel great. It's always good when you can, not only beat somebody but absolutely whoop the tar out of them. I mean, you didn't whoop Gary that bad. He was about 6 seconds back, but man, everybody else, son, you absolutely dominated. So hopefully bring this thing on towards next Tuesday. Just keep this momentum going. And if you win 2 in a row, Rudy's going to get you a MaxspeedTV shirt. He even said so. Yeah,
man,
buddy.
Now I really want to win now.
Those things are like gold, man. I'm telling you.
Oh, better believe
All
they
right,
are.
Gary. I tease you about your last name only because I would give anything to have been your son and had that last name going through school. A name like that, you had to get all the women and scare the guys away. Who do you want to thank, my friend, before I let you get out of here?
I'll like thank you for taking this big part. We need it. So thank you, Bobby. Thank you for everything you're doing here. I'm going to
Big
appreciate
responsibility.
the working this season. Yeah, big responsibility. I'd like to thank Lucky Dog, MaxspeedTV. I would like to thank Michael Pegg, Brian. There's some other people behind the scenes here. I'd like to thank them too. I'd like to thank FOC. Big shout out for FOC for taking this us on for a big sponsor for us. Thank you. I really appreciate it for my family, everybody out there watching, everybody interested in joining this. Put a hit in for us. We got some extra spots for this tonight here. I look forward, if you are, I look forward to see you out there. Come on and register for it.
Well, congratulations, buddy. Again, you put a whoop'em on them here in Nashville. We'll talk to you later. You have yourself a good night. We'll see you next Tuesday and see if we can't double down on these bad boys, all right?
Yep, thank you.
All
Good
right,
night.
take care, my friend. Well, that's it from Nashville. Lucky Dogs, Bobby with all the hobbies, MaxspeedTV. Your winner, Gary. I call him Gary Slapinski because it's cool. Next Tuesday night, join us again. We're going to do it all over. Starting out season 3 right here. Don't forget this Friday night. Put it in your phones. Write it on a marker. Stick it on your hand. Put it on your bedpost. Do not forget the Super Speedway Series kicks off this Friday night with MaxspeedTV. Bobby with all the hobbies. Everybody, thank you for hanging out with us. Y'all be safe. Be kind to one another. Until next week. Or should I say next Friday here? I'm out of here. See ya.